Hello, good evening. My name is Betty Smith, and I am doing Unit 3 Journal. And so it is describing to do a video for 3 to 5 minutes. And so I'm going to be doing my video. And it says about doing an event that happens, a significant event that happened throughout your career. And I am starting with about a year ago, I was working, I'm a family nurse practitioner, and my first nurse practitioner job is that they kind of pursued me, and I worked for a senior psych care, meaning that I was a family and I was working in the psych arena. I was rounding it in nursing homes, and I was just med managing. They was too cheap to hire a real psych NP. So they used us, and they had a psychiatrist who was our supervisor. So uh, even though I had been a psych nurse practice, excuse me, a psych RN for about 20, maybe 25 years. Being a family was new. And then on top of that, trying to do uh, take care of psych patients. And so I was at this particular nursing home that was going through a lot. They had a lot of psychotic behaviors, but I remember this one in particular that this is the one I did not sleep, and everybody knew this. They had a locked unit. Yes, a locked unit in the nursing home. I know it was illegal, but on that locked unit, they had no kind of psych, nothing. It was just like a locked unit. They had uh, a lot of the dementia patients. And really, it was not slotted, a license for them dementia patients. They just put them back there. And any patient that was psychotic. Well, I remember this one incident where they had this Ted Bundy type of character, and he looked just like Ted Bundy to me. He was nice looking gentleman, very well spoken, and he was on one to one. And and they were saying, hey, this man is really crazy. And they said at night, he's tried to tax staff and get out. He has no remorse. He's really like a Ted Bundy. But when I would come to see him on day shift, I was like, he was a perfect gentleman. He was like, I don't know what they're talking about. um and so I, having some experience in the psych field, I just could not sleep because what they was telling me, and when I interviewed him, it was, I guess, a little bit of psychotherapy, but it wasn't really psychotherapy. I just did a quick interview and tried to see if we needed update. He denied he needed any medications. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. And the outside of me believed him, but my spirit man's like, this something is wrong with this man. And so what I did was the nursing home wasn't far from where I lived, probably 10 minutes. So during the daytime, that's when everybody's like, the day shift, he's a sweet man. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know why he's back there. They said he did this, try to strangle somebody, said he tried to choke somebody. And the man is just so nice. So what I did is that I did a little detective work as a family. I came back at night, and I saw a totally different gentleman that scared the H out of me. And he looked like he was a paranoid schizophrenic. Now, not being able to know, saying, what was my PMHMP role, looking back now, I know that he was, I just knew that he was a patho, schizo, not schizo, uh, I just know that, something was wrong with it. I couldn't describe it, but now looking at my role, I think that he was he had an antisocial behavior and a narcissistic behavior. Now looking at it, and that for his psychopathology, he had impaired ability to have any emotions or take any kind of any emotions towards any people, anybody. He had a sense of entitlement, like, I don't know what I'm here. I'm just a great person. That's a narcissistic, behavior. And so I ended up, and I ended up admitting this man. And A lot of people on day shift didn't understand, but when I came there at night and we had some old dementia patients, Laverne and Shirley, that he tried to choke and put in a chokehold and try to kill, and he was like, I don't know who did that. I didn't do that. And come to find out, thank God that I was right, that this man was antisocial. He had a history because he came in with no history. He said he never had a history, but yes, he has a violent history, being you know I'm saying, psychotic. And also, he said he didn't hear voices, but he was hearing voices to kill others. We found out later because he was, inpatient. He was, inpatient several times before once we did finally get some paperwork on him. So that is my thing. Like I said, the psychopathology was antisocial, narcissistic behavior. Now, that I look at it and just my role as a PMHMP, I think I would have probably did some assessment tools or tried to. They're very hard to pin down. My relationship with him, like I said, he was so friendly and he was like, I would never do that. You're very nice and pretty lady, but I kind of threw that to the wind anyhow. But I think I've answered all the questions, about his behavior and what my reaction. And yes, he was impatient. And I think after that, I think they sent him to state site. That's the end. I just like to thank you. Um, good evening.